Hey, it's your friend Joy CJ here, and I'm coming to you guys with my team builder for week 5 of the UBC. And this time we are going up against GrimReminder, coach of the Munster Maractus, and this is not the first time we are battling him. We did face off with him in Season 4 of UBC, and we kind of got body bagged. We lost to a Jan Mega Sweep. I think it was like a 4-0 loss or something like that. I thought the prep was pretty good. It turns out it was a little lackluster on my end. So I'm looking to not get embarrassed this time, and it's certainly not going to be easy, but let's take a look at his team and see what he's got. He has Tapu Koko, Volcarona, Venusaur, Alomomola, Scizor, Mega Charizard Y, Empoleon, Rhydon, Mimikyu, Absol, Diancie, and Xatu. So it's sort of an unconventional team, I would say. Like Koko plus Sun plus Scizor doesn't necessarily make a lot of sense, because I mean, just the Sun plus Scizor, like you're powering up HP fires that are going to be targeting the Scizor, and Koko doesn't really have any synergy with Sun. Like, it has really good synergy with Rain, I believe, but not so much with Sun. But it doesn't change the fact that he's just got a lot of threats. Mimikyu in particular I'm kind of afraid of, just because of the disguise ability. It's a little bit hard for me to deal with. And then, like, Scizor is a nuisance. Volcarona is a huge threat. Charizard's a great wall breaker. He's got Sun Venusaur, which he can potentially sweep with. So, we've built a team, and let's just hop right on into it. We're bringing a Spadef Steelix. Not too different than what I brought last week. Heavy Slam, Fire Fang, Rock Slide is my coverage. I guess I could drop Rock Slide for Earthquake, because like this is here obviously to hit stuff like Volk and Charizard, but I would only ever like be hitting those things on the switch. I'm never going to be staying in versus one of those Mons. I guess I could stay in versus Volk to prevent it from setting up, potentially, so maybe it's worth it for that. But yeah, last week we had an Adamant Nature. This time we have a Careful Nature, just to take on Venusaur a little bit better, and take on Koko really well. This attack investment allows us to 2-hit KO Tapu Koko with Heavy Slam, assuming that it's uninvested. So that is the plan with this guy. Yeah, just a really nice pivot for a lot of his team. Next up, we've got an AV Goodra. Goodra is super important this match. It's my #1 check to both Volk and Charizard. And so that's why we're packing another physical set with Rock Slide. EQ is really nice for the Empoleon, for Koko. Fire Punch is for Scizor, and Power Whip is for the Alomomola and also the Rhydon. Keeping this thing really healthy is really important for me, just because this takes on so much of his team. You know, it stops Venusaur like pretty much dead in its tracks. It stops Zard, it stops Volcarona, as I mentioned. And so this Pokemon and Steelix are both really pressured this game, so that's why I've brought a Wish Passing Lickitung. Heal Bell, Toxic, and Shadow Ball is the moveset. Heal Bell is just so that way like Lickitung can stall out parts of his team. Like, he doesn't actually have a fighting type on his team, so I should be able to pretty much stall out anything that can't set up and isn't Zard. I think Zard could probably break through me pretty easily, because that thing's a monster. And I'm also a little weary of Scizor with Knockoff. It obviously makes me a little bit easier to deal with if I don't have my Eviolite. But other than those two Mons, I think Lickitung can really handle the entirety of his team. And this is especially here for Mimikyu. My EV spread allows me not to be 2-hit KO'd by Play Rough at +2, unless he is Life Orb, in which case he will. But Shadow Ball is always going to break a substitute on a max HP Mimikyu. I don't know if that's a set that he's necessarily going to bring. He might just bring the Jolly set. But that's what that investment is for. And then we just put the rest into Spadef. This thing is just obnoxious for his team to deal with. And so I'm hoping I can use this to land a Toxic on something like Alomomola, because that Pokemon's a problem. I can not necessarily deal with Volk, but I can land a Toxic on the Volk if I need. Venusaur I can Wish Pass into Goodra with, and things like that. So really here just to keep my other Pokemon healthy. That's the main objective. My next Pokemon is Cobalion, which is rocking a Choice Scarf set this week. Stone Edge, Iron Head, Full Switch, and Toxic. In case Volcarona gets the +1 and I don't have my Goodra healthy, I can use this to revenge kill, which means we're going to lose 20% of the time because obviously Stone Edge only hits 80% of the time. But what are you going to do about that? Iron Head is for just general coverage, stab coverage for things like Rhydon, and also hits Coco pretty hard, also hits the Mimikyu super effectively. So this is a good way of revenge killing Mimikyu, because even if it sets up a lot, the best thing it has to hit me is going to be Shadow Sneak. So as long as I've broken the disguise, Iron Head should be able to take that thing on quite well. Full switch for momentum, and also allows me to hit Empoleon and Zard and some other things like that. And Toxic is there just in case he decides to switch in Alomomola on my Cobalion. In my mock, I ended up losing to Alomomola. Thanks to Turkey for helping me out with that. But yeah, I just want to have this to hit that Pokemon if possible, just because that's going to be like really crucial for my team. I can Toxic it, and then I can Wish Stall it out with my Lickitung if needed, or I can try and go into Goodra and wear that thing down. Like, I do have lots of coverage on my team for that Alomomola, like the Power Whip, like Volt Switch and Toxic. I also have an Yveltal Victini with Bolt Strike, which can hit it pretty hard. I think it'll hit harder than Energy Ball because I'm actually running a Jolly Nature. The reason I'm running Jolly is just because I don't want any of my defenses to be dropped if I can help it. Like, I want as much defense in here as possible to be able to take BPs really easily from Scizor and things like that, take U-turns if I need. We actually put a little bit of HP investment on here to be able to take a +1 Bug Buzz after Rocks from Volcarona, so that's pretty critical. And assuming he's not both invested, we do kill it with V-Create. But Bolt Strike is there for the Aloe, it's there for Empoleon, and then Energy Ball is just there for Rhydon and Diancie and things like that. And put U-turn on here. If I can, I'm probably going to lead this just because I want him to believe that I'm Scarf. The Scarf is relatively good versus his team, but the nice thing is that Victini outspeeds everything but Coco on his team. So, like, it's just a really good wall breaker versus him. He doesn't have amazing switch-ins for this, besides Alomomola and Rhydon, but I think I can wear those things down relatively easily. And then last but not least, we do have a Double Dance Lando with Ground EMZ, enough speed for Absol. I originally had a Life Orb set here with just Rock Polish, and then I had Earthquake, Rock Slide, and HP Fire. The HP Fire was there for Scizor, and I didn't have Swords Dance because the Life Orb provided me with that power boost that I really needed. But I think Groundium will be a little better because it'll allow me to nuke the Aloe if I need. The Earthquake did like if I was a Life Orb or Earthquake with the set that I had before, I would do like 47% min to a Fizzef Aloe, but now with Groundium, if I don't have any Swords Dance boosts, I'll do like 60% minimum, so that's a little bit better. And if I'm able to get to +2, like Earthquake's gonna take out any variant of Scizor after Rocks. It allows me to nuke just anything. Volcarona and Charizard already die to Rock Slide, so I don't need the Swords Dance boost or Life Orb boost to do that. I just might like to have the boost for something like Xatu if it's a FizzDev Xatu. So I don't think I'll necessarily get to +2/+2 with this. I'm just going to have to sort of play and see, depending on the situation, which move I want to click. Like, if it's late game and everything's sufficiently weakened, I can probably click Rock Polish. But if it's early game and I think I can get a... I'm predicting a switch into Aloe, I'll go for SD, and then I'll follow it up with probably a Groundium with a Tectonic Rage, because that'll OHKO it. So that's pretty nice. It'll be crappy if he predicts the Groundium and he goes into something like Xatu on that. I'll be really sad. But that is going to be the team. Again, big thanks to Turkey for helping me prep and to do a mock battle with me. Battle will be going up as usual, 5 p.m. tomorrow. Hope you guys are looking forward to it. Thanks for watching, and make sure you check out the channel for other gaming and Pokemon content. So until the next time, I will see you guys later.